Horizon Zero Dawn is set in a post-apocalyptic Earth 1,000 years into the future. Civilization as we know it is gone. Survivors of the future have been reduced back to a tribal stage, and humans are all but gone. Machines now rule the Earth that we know. We follow Aloy, a gifted young hunter with a mysterious origin, in her task to tackle the evil that has begun to retake the Earth. So I don't want to get too deep into explaining the story, as it's one that is definitely best experienced for oneself, so if you have the opportunity to play it through blind, then I definitely suggest you do so. The main story itself is engaging and it's well written. It really grabs your attention from start to finish. It's well paced and constantly leaves you yearning for more. It makes you want to push on through the game, especially once you reach about the halfway mark, where I found myself wanting to just steamroll the main quest just to find out what actually happened to this Earth. Most importantly, the main quests themselves are fun and challenging. You encounter new enemies constantly, which means you're always adapting your strategy and finding out new things, both about gameplay and the lore, which is rich and varied, and it really makes for some interesting reading and listening throughout the whole game. Now, the side quests, on the other hand, were enjoyable and nothing really groundbreaking. A lot of them end up being fetch quests or go there and kill this quests, formulas which we see in every game nowadays. On the other hand, you have these tracking side quests, which use Aloy's very own witch sense to follow someone's trail and then, well, usually either kill something or get something. It's simple, but it does its job. Now, speaking of Aloy's very own Witcher sense, you can see just how Horizon borrows features from other games and incorporates them into its own. You can feel the hunting and gathering aspects of Far Cry 3, Lara Croft, and even The Witcher, and you see the tower climbing aspects from, well, pretty much most Ubisoft games nowadays, but notably Assassin's Creed. What's important is that what it does well. It handles well. I was never fighting with controls, I always had a constant frame rate, never dropped any frames, and only ever had the game crash once during my entire playtime after a shameful 6 hours of continuous play.
Concern is not yours. You're not mine to command.
You can still ask, War Chief.
Very well. We need to harvest Lancehorns. They carry chill water, and their lenses have many uses also.
I have chill water now.
Good. Our ice and fire will stave off the machines. That leaves the matter of a Lancehorn lands. There's hunting to the west of here. I also need the watchtowers stocked with signal arrows. Take these to Orn's Tower in the south. If you would.
Now, what really helps the story is Aloy herself. She's a likeable character and she's voiced fantastically by Ashley Birch. You sense the emotions in her voice, you can feel when she's mad, irritated, sad, happy, confused. She's relatable. I found myself reacting the same way that Aloy was to many situations in the game. She does little things like shiver in the snow and look like she's out of breath when you've been running across these vast deserts for a while. It really humanises her and it's done really well. However, other than Aloy, characters seem to really lack the same level of likability. Other than Rost, your father figure in the game, it's tough to think of another notable character with the same level of depth as Aloy.
Don't like the cold? Can't stay in today. We have a ritual to perform, you and I.
Now, next to the story, the combat in the game is one of the most standout features. Using a combination of Aloy's spear and a multitude of different bows and more specialised gear, you can take down enemies in a variety of ways. You can either enter a scenario bow drawn, or take a more stealthy approach and take down enemies from the shadows, or in this game's case, the bushes. In my opinion, some weapons stand out more than others and will definitely get more use, but there are plenty there if you see an opportunity to use them or just want to play around. Personally, I found myself using the hunter's bow, sharpshooter's bow, and the ropecaster almost exclusively. Only really toying around with the sling, tripcaster, warbow, and rattler once the game was over. I just found I could take down most, if not all enemies, using a combination of the ropecaster and some well-placed shots from my hunter's bow. A wide range of skills for you to unlock through leveling up in the game. These skills improve your abilities through 3 distinct skill trees: the Prowler for the more sneaky options, the Brave for the head-on approach, and the Forager for improving health recovery and scavenging. Now, some abilities definitely stand out more than others in my opinion, like extra concentration, which lets you slow down time when you aim. The ability to do critical hits with your spear on down enemies, which does massive damage. And extra space for your health potions, which, trust me, you'll need when you're fighting the bigger enemies. You'll see yourself leaning to the skill tree that best suits your playstyle, but you level up frequently enough so you never actually feel weak. It's a steady stream of learning new skills, which simply gives you more combat options. Leveling up never felt like a grind or a chore. If you simply play the game, do the side quests, hunt the machines around you, and explore this vast world that they've given you, you will easily reach the level cap of 50 by the end of the game. Inventory management is simple and easy. I did find myself having to go and sell a lot of stuff to make room in my inventory as there is a limited amount of space, but I feel this may only be because I picked up pretty much anything I saw in the world. The crafting system itself is actually really simple as well. You do it at the flick of a button in real time. It's a real on-the-go crafting system, which is actually a great way of doing it as it's simple, fast and easy, which is so important for a crafting system which revolves solely around the ammunition that you're using. You really don't want to have to pause the game just to craft an arrow mid-fight. The game also allows you to modify your weapons and armour with another simple system. You select a modification and attach it to your weapon and armour. No fuss needed. Simple, easy and effective. Now it has to be said that the game is absolutely stunning. Amazing vistas are being thrown at you constantly, whether you're traversing through harsh deserts, lush jungle forests, or trekking up a snowy mountain. The biomes are beautiful each in their own right, and the transitions between them are seamless. All the animalistic machines are also a true sight to behold, as you see watchers and grazers roaming in the field, or a thunderjaw charging at you. It's always a memorable experience. The facial animations are also done very nicely. Simple visual cues in the faces help humanise the characters and really bring them to life. Horizon also has an appropriately beautiful soundtrack alongside it. Nothing standout, but something that fits the world perfectly. It has an ominous yet peaceful tone to it when you're exploring, and a dramatic tone to it when you're in combat. It's appropriate. The voice acting throughout the whole game as well is superb. It is a real treat to listen to some of the characters interact and have conversations with each other.
High Matriarch Tirsa. What is she doing here? Does she mean to forbid the ritual?
So, now we've had a good look at the game. Should you play Horizon Zero Dawn? In my opinion, the answer is a resounding yes, even though it's already sold 2.6 million copies worldwide, so I'm probably speaking to a slim audience out there. There may be someone out there on the fence between buying it or not, so if you have the chance to play Horizon Zero Dawn, then make sure you do. You can easily clock 40 to 50 hours from main quests, side quests and hunting alone. And if you're like me and tend to judge a game's monetary worth through gameplay hours, then this definitely covers it. So thanks very much for watching, and I'd love to hear what you guys actually thought of the video in the comments. It's the first time I've ever really done anything like this, so it's been quite a challenge. It'll be interesting to hear what you guys thought of the video, so thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.